everyone.
Hi, I'm Olivia.
I'm Samire.
And I'm Margaret.
And this is Therapies in a Pod, our first episode.
The awkward silence says a lot of it.
So we are kind of exploring with what this podcast will become, obviously, because it's episode 1. We are therapists at a practice called Effective Artistry that specializes in neurodiversity. And today we're just going to chat a little bit about ourselves and go from there and maybe talk about our practice and how we incorporate the things we've learned in our lives a little bit, yeah?
And also probably what this podcast will entail in the future.
Mm-hmm.
So,
great.
And on the tail end of that, also just saying whatever comes to our minds, because I feel like every time I want to plan a certain way or how I want it to go, but sometimes my rambling gets me to where I want to go, so I'm excited for it.
Yeah, so who wants to share a little bit? Maybe we were thinking about our special interests and maybe going from there to...
I'll go.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go first. So, I'm Margaret. I already said that. Been a therapist for about 4 years now. And I guess one of the reasons why I wanted to start this podcast too was talking about, special interests and how that just goes more than just something we like to do. So mine is reading. Did not read for a really long time for fun because school ruined that for me. But then I think in 2018, I started reading, it's called Blossom in Winter. It's a great series. Everyone should check it out. And it just got me hooked on reading again. And it was really enjoyable. I loved it. And I don't know, I think with this podcast, when we were all talking about it, thinking it's more than just reading. I feel like the genre is, at least for me, changed. When I'm feeling really anxious, I may want to read more romance or fantasy versus thriller. I'm a thriller girl to the end of the day. But recently, it has been a little bit much to read about all my murder and deception. So even going the fantasy route of still being enthralled in something that's in a different world. Here goes my rambling. I don't know what else to add.
well, so with that, right, what we want to do is talk about executive functioning and how it helps or how it makes things easier for you using different tools when you're reading, how you're reading, right? That's kind of what...
Sure. And then I'm thinking about my, I don't know if it's a special interest, but clothes and fashion and how almost thinking about neurodiversity and autism, just the clothes I wear impact the person I am. So if I'm in a bad mood, sometimes I will just change my outfit to feel better. And it works. I have made a rule for myself not to go out in my pajamas because I know it's going to make me feel not good about myself. And for people, maybe that does make you feel good going out in your pajamas. That's fine. But for me, I know it might put me into a slump. And so my clothes definitely are something where I get to be whoever I want to be in these. I also get to invite conversation when I don't know what to say. It helps other people take initiative when I don't want to. My clothes do it for me. So that's kind of my little thing.
And then I guess, so my special interest changes more often, but recently it's been cooking. And I have been finding different ways to incorporate cooking with some of the things that I've been dealing with and health. And yeah, I don't know how to talk about this.
You did connect it with your culture too a little bit the other day too, right? Did you make a recipe from...
Oh yeah, so that's been really fun.
Yeah.
It's going back and remaking food that my mom used to make as an adult, which is really weird. But yeah, that's been my special interest so far. It's been just figuring out different ways to make cooking easier and fun.
Yeah.
No, I love that. And something you said too, Olivia, but the pajamas thing stuck in my head because I'm the opposite too. It doesn't mean everyone who goes in pajamas feels, not their best selves. For me, I feel what do I want to say? When I come home from a day at work and stuff and I want to go out to Target or something, I have noticed a difference in when I go out in my pajamas. I just feel more carefree, just more relaxed versus if I went out in this, which this doesn't even look that nice, but this is my version of nice.
Margaret, can you say for people who can't hear or can't see?
I'm just wearing, that's true, wearing just blue jeans and a green shirt and my little Jesus-y sandals.
Margaret, you did go on a shopping spree recently. So can we talk about that and why and what that arose? The fashionista in me is very
Yes,
curious.
yes. So backtrack before that. So normally when I would go to work, I would wear leggings, these really gross sandals that were falling apart, unfortunately.
Fear, were they falling apart?
Oh my God.
They were really bad.
And like, say what's on your mind.
As soon as I got new shoes, they were like, please tell me you threw them out. And my fiance said the same thing. I was like, yes, they are gone. But so I wanted to revamp, I guess my style. Not like I feel like I wouldn't be super comfortable in like a super busy or business like jumpsuit or I don't know, like the
I
what
don't
are
know
they?
what you're talking about.
Like the work pants. What are those nice pants?
Yeah, jumpsuits or trousers or
Yeah, the trousers, the typical business look. So I wanted to kind of have a little middle ground also with my own anxieties and stuff with like getting promoted and like trying to like find, I guess, my groove in that. So I went on a shopping spree and I went to Marshall's. I love Marshall's. And I got a few pairs of cute jeans, some nice tops, and 3 pairs of shoes, which was awesome. And this is my first week wearing them because when I buy them all, I like to wear them all in a row. I even notice a difference in like how I'm wearing, how I'm feeling with what I'm wearing. And Olivia, you to thank for that because you're dressed to express. Really just
everyone check it out on my
Yes.
therapy page.
check it out. It's awesome. It really like resonated with me. Like I never even think of like those little things that are going to make me feel a bit better. So even though right now, like I'm still having anxieties, I'm still having some tough times, but even just showing up to work, not in leggings and a shirt I've had for 6 years, but like a new pair of jeans, different shoes and a nice top, and just makes you feel a lot more put together.
Yeah. I'm wondering when you said that you dress differently, does it go off emotion or is it?
The summertime's been really hard for me actually, because it's so hot, and so I don't know what to wear during that, and so it's kind of just like luck of the draw, really, during the summer. But yeah, if I'm feeling a little bit more like flirtatious one day, I will wear something that like accentuates different parts of me, or like if I'm feeling more frustrated, I might wear like the flame kind of earrings or something, or red, just a nod for myself. Or like, I don't know, I grew up in theater, so it was always like characters and costumes. But to be my own costume designer, I have a sewing machine. Have I learned how to sew? I can make a bag. Okay, that's a good start.
We're on it. We're gonna do
We're
it.
gonna do it. Yeah, I want to start becoming even more intentional with it, though.
I think since I met you,
Mhm.
I've never done the take the tag off, wear the clothes immediately after. It's always been wait for the special event,
Mhm.
and then I met you, and it became like no, you wear it now, and I want to know, that's always how you've been? Is that always how you've been with the tags?
Oh yeah, as soon as I get it, I'm wearing it.
Yeah, me too. I do a
Like
little.
always?
Yeah, I do a fashion show at home.
Yes,
Whoever's
100%.
home. Now it's Jeff. It used to be my mom, but I
Yes.
would try on all my outfits. Like, this is what I'm wearing Monday. This is what I'm wearing Tuesday. Yeah.
I didn't plan it out for what I'm gonna wear each day, but it was very
Not
much. It was like my sister and I would go to, I don't know, it was Plato's Closet back in the day when I was in high school, and then we'd both show off our outfits to our mom, even though our mom was literally with us in the dresser, like, with us at the store. But we're like, okay, wait, one more time, what did we get? Let's look at it. Yeah. I also have a closet that like you can see through the closet, and so the door isn't closed, and it's almost like when people suggest to have food out of your pantry so you can see it. It's the same thing with my clothes. I see it, and so I know that I have it.
Oh, that's a good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another good executive functioning tip.
I have one more thing about the clothes. I know I'm like
It's okay.
fixated on the clothes right now. Let's say you're in a mood and like let's say you're feeling sad and you're just like blah. When do you decide if you want to dress how you're feeling and own it, or dress the opposite way to try to get more of like a positive?
Yeah. Usually it's like at nighttime, I'm like, fine, I'll wear my yoga pants or hippy dippy flare pants, the bell bottoms. That's usually when I'll do it on my own. When I'm going out in public, it is very rare that I'm going to be in casual gear. I think I did it once at the end of my.
Wait, hold on. What's your idea of casual?
Yeah, I was just gonna ask. What is your version?
It would be like those hippy dippy bell bottom pants and a crop top. It's not even like I don't own a pair of sweatpants. I don't have a sweatshirt, and if I do, I don't wear them because I don't like the feeling of it, which is what brings me to you, Margaret. You had talked earlier off camera about sensory issues with clothes.
Yeah.
And I feel that way about sweatshirts where I feel like a little self-conscious about my double chin showing. I feel like it's too tight. Like, I don't like the way the material feels on me. So can you tell us about your sensory issues with clothes?
Oh, what I love to. Okay. So, actually, a great story time for this. So when I was at Marshall's and trying on clothes, I was already in like an overly stimulated mood. It's weird. I was driving home. I promise I'll get to the point. I was driving home and I was just really tired and out of it. But I was like, no, I'm gonna go shopping. It's gonna make me feel better. And I went and it was good, but I don't know. I was just getting really overstimulated. I thought Marshall's at 8 o'clock at night would be quiet, and no, everyone was there. It was so busy and just a lot of bright lights, and I was just overstimulated. So I was like, I'm here. I'm gonna do it. So in the dressing room, like I was trying on the jeans that I'm wearing now, and I remember just everything I was trying on, the jeans, the shirts, was all itchy to me. And I was just like, what is going on? Like, I don't know. And I was looking at them and I liked them. And I was almost about to be like, screw it. I'm just going to go. But I thought, and I was like, maybe I'm just really overstimulated right now because like I'm really specific with like certain tags and where they are. So like the tags on what I'm wearing, for example, were like on the back, like almost printed on there. So I knew it wasn't that. The stuff I bought were things that didn't have a lot of tags, didn't have a lot of things poking out. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to buy them. I love how I look in them. And if I need to return them, I will. And then the next day, I was a lot more calm. I had my tea in the morning and I hung out with my two kitties, Cheeto and Luna. Shout out to you. Like they're listening. Shout out to you guys. Love you. And I remember putting on my clothes and I didn't feel the itchy anymore. I didn't feel like that. And it's just crazy how just like one day I was overstimulated and I was feeling all of these just uncomfortable and itchy, and then the next day it felt a lot better.
I mean,
I hope I answered your
that's
question.
such a cool story to me. Like, go ahead, Samira. I feel like
No, please.
I just like to be that self-aware, to be like, hang on, maybe it's not the clothes, but it's everything else, and to slow down for a second. Like, that's really impressive of like a self-awareness and the coping skills that you like incorporate. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I have this place to thank for that because I was never really aware of all of that stuff. Like it was either I was so quick. Like I want to say like I guess impulsive. Like I don't like this, I'm done. Or like I feel this way, it's done. But like also working at like effective artistry and like learning to just be like taking a second and not just jump to a conclusion and be more aware of stuff. And also being like Margaret, like you can return them. It's not like you're gonna be stuck with this forever. But yeah, I was really proud of myself. And even something little, I'm really happy you called that out, Liv, because the podcast is therapeutic for me, I guess. Even just hearing that and being like, wow, like that's really like impressive. You can do that. Just makes me feel like even with all the craziness that's going on in my life, that I can still make those decisions.
Yeah, I feel like if that was me, I probably would have looked hot as fuck in that outfit, and I would have thought I looked hideous because I was so overstimulated.
That's a good point.
I don't think I would have been able to slow down and be like, no, this actually looks good on me. I think I would have left, but who's to say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've been, especially with like stores and going shopping, especially for clothes where you have to like try them on before, especially when you're short. I've been going about it in urgency because like I don't want to be there until I have to be there, and then when I have to be there, I need to be there, so I need to get something and then get out.
Right.
So that's how I've been like functioning in those. But it's really like I've never thought of it in that way, to slow down and to think like maybe in a quieter environment where I'm like used to being there.
Recontextualize it.
Yeah, the mirror that I usually look at myself in is the mirror at home. That's really cool.
Honestly, we're talking about this more because I don't really go. I mean, like I said, I wore shirts from 6 years ago in my internship, so I don't go shopping a lot. Like I'll buy like a shirt here and there, but not in like bulk. That sounds weird. In bulk, but it sounds weird. Costco. Yeah, Costco. I wish. Anyways, don't sidetrack me. Sorry. But I just realized too, like that's probably the first time I've done that, where I've actually taken a second and been like, no, like, let me try this tomorrow, because I'm always just like, go, go, go. I gotta just get in and get out. And like, yeah, that's the first time I think I've ever done that.
It makes me think of like if you have a client now, to show them that that's an option for when they're feeling overwhelmed or thinking a certain thing, that you can be like, there's another way to look at this. I
Right.
don't know.
Yeah.
It's really lovely.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
So we talked about clothes. I'm going to try and keep us on track. So
Yes.
cover all of our special interests. I think that's a good way to look at this episode, right? Is like a little expansive in them, or what do you think, Samira?
Oh, I was thinking like we talk about what the podcast is
Sure.
going to look like. Like, for example, like diving into our special interests and then also like the different things that were, I don't know, I don't remember the exact things that we were talking about, but we did want, like, we had like bullet points of things that we wanted to mention.
Yeah, I think it was neurodiversity, executive functioning, tips, tricks to redefining what that means, answering questions that people might have
Oh yeah,
about like therapy, questions you're afraid to ask your therapist, but you could ask us.
Did anyone ever reach out to you? So Olivia put in her Instagram.
I put on my Instagram for people to ask questions that they want to ask a therapist, but then after we recorded, I chickened out and I deleted it.
Well, that's another thing that we're gonna look into where Olivia won't chicken out next time. Why did you chicken? Well, you don't have to.
Okay, so at Effective Artistry, we are very much trained to be authentic and practice authenticity. So I will say why I chickened out.
Okay.
Which was all these people already follow me. I like, do they actually want to ask me any questions? I just had a lot of self doubt, and I was like, do they care?
Yeah.
And I'm like, and we already recorded it, so like, yeah, forgetting that like there will be further episodes. Just one. We recorded that episode and the audio was bad, so we're trying again right now for context. And then I think that's it.
Emotion. I mean, I think I said this earlier about like just emotional regulation with our special interests, or just in general.
Yeah,
I feel like there's one other. I can't remember.
it's okay.
It'll come.
Yeah. But we also do want to have more people on here.
Yes,
We want to have different. The hope is like different people from different fields, but for now it's going to be therapists.
Yeah,
right?
from our practice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so on Fridays is a really good day to do that, right, Margaret?
Yeah, Olivia was telling me earlier today because on Fridays we have kind of like an 11 to 3 slot where we don't see clients and we kind of just talk about, marketing, logistics, just kind of being together as a community. And
Shooting the shit. Yeah.
shooting the shit too, which is wonderful. Kind of just giving us a break and just being able to just be together. But yeah, Olivia was saying earlier, on Fridays, like if it's, I'm going to scratch that. On Fridays, when we have that availability to be able to have like the therapists that are here come on in for our podcast and kind of introduce themselves and talk about, their special interests and like how they view therapy and everything like that.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
I
We
too.
can show our faces and have different group dynamics in this.
I'm okay.
Go ahead.
Being authentic, I'm worried
Yes.
about the special interest. Is that what we want the full podcast to be about?
I don't think so. I think I'm seeing it more as like a check-in.
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
Like when we join, me being like, oh, I'm reading.
Right. Or like, I wore an outfit this week that blah, blah, blue. I cooked a
Yeah.
meal that blah, blah, blue.
Oh, okay.
Does that make more sense?
Yeah, sure.
You don't seem comfortable with that.
No, my special interest does change quite often, so this is going to be an issue.
But that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's so good because as someone who has undiagnosed ADHD, but most definitely has it, I have tried to pursue so many different special interests and hobbies and things and have given up because I wasn't perfect right away, like trying to learn the ukulele or the guitar, blah, blah, blah. Like there are so many things. My apartment is a collection of hobbies I never started. Or like, maybe I started one day and then I gave up. So that's great.
I go back to the hobbies, but my hobbies are so time consuming.
Sure.
So eventually we will be like going back.
And it'd be interesting to define hobbies and stuff too and what that actually means.
Do you want to do that now?
I mean,
I'm down for it.
sure, yeah. What do we mean?
I don't even know what I mean.
I mean, it is interesting. Brandon made the point of like,
Brandon is our boss.
Brandon's the owner of Effective Artistry.
Mhm.
It is a special interest when you are labeled as neurodivergent, but it is a hobby for anyone who is neurotypical or whatever that means. But like,
So I think I do acting, or I did acting, got my degree in it, and that wasn't a hobby. That was my career, my
Mhm.
like life for a bit. Now it is a hobby. But I think about it when it becomes all consuming. Is it a hobby? I don't know. I don't know how to define it.
I feel like, I don't know, I think if I had to pick between a hobby or special interest, I don't know, I feel like, at least for me, but I feel like hearing special interest, it just makes me feel like it's more important. I don't know why than just hearing like a hobby. Like if I said, oh, my hobby's
Yeah, 'cause the
reading,
word
or
special.
it just makes it feel just that much more powerful.
Okay, why?
Because the word special's in it.
That's what I said.
Well, I mean, yeah, but if it's if we're just looking at the two words are exactly the same, but the only thing that changes is if you've taken on the identity of someone who's neurodivergent.
Mhm.
Same things.
Yeah, no, it is.
Does it feel like you're claiming it?
Almost, yeah. Like I feel like I know what you're saying too. Like, yeah, it's the same. It's saying the same thing, but just depending if it's like if it's neurotypical or neurodivergent. But I think I've always liked the special interest. So like, also I should probably say so. Like I finally now feel like I call myself being neurodivergent now. And I love that and I own that. But I feel like even before that, I always said special interest, which I thought was interesting.
I honestly felt a little like self-conscious for a long time that I didn't have a special interest or like something, even though I did because I was a performer and like that is a niche and that is a thing, right? But I was like, oh man, I'm not really into horror movies or I'm not really into sci-fi books. And I think I labeled it as like, if I'm not an expert about these things, it is not a special interest of mine. So like I was like, if you go to trivia night and you can't get these questions right, that's not your hobby. That's not your
Oh,
special
that's
interest.
interesting.
When did this thought start, though?
Forever.
So, like, as a kid, you feel like you didn't have a special interest?
A little bit. No. I would say like high school is when it started, even though that's when I was most prime in acting. But like you see other people who like talk about TV shows and stuff and like more cultural like knowledge, which is funny because I don't know. I just always felt a little bit like a misfit. And almost like I'm not gonna invest myself in things that other people think are cool, which sometimes resulted in me not doing anything. I will say though, the first time that I didn't get cast in a show in high school, I looked up things to do, like things to do on Google, and one of the things that popped up that caught my eye was random acts of kindness. And so I built my whole identity on random acts of kindness. And I like started a kindness project in college and like would like paint smile stones and deliver things to people's houses and have chocolate, like just did this whole thing. And that I guess did become my special interest. I don't know. That's just me in the moment remembering that I had that.
I didn't know that that's how that started. I knew that you did that project. I didn't know that it, like,
Oh yeah,
the origin story was
because I
the
didn't get.
villain story.
Yeah. Yep.
Is that something you still do?
It's called the Kindness Confetti Project. Do I still do it? No. It was really when I like felt like I didn't have a purpose, but being kind became like I write thank you notes to people and like if I saw someone had a sad status, I would like drop something off at their house anonymously. I had like kindness Mondays where I had a list of different kindness ideas for everybody and I put it in our like theater lounge of college with a little like goodie. So it could be bubbles one day and then I would talk about I write how bubbles can be helpful. Very therapeutic of me already. That age.
You already knew what was
I already
happening.
knew.
I want to know if, so clearly you felt the rejection, right? Was that like devastating enough that you wanted to help other people who might be feeling the same thing? Is that like the...
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. It hurts so bad to be rejected and not wanted, right?
I can't imagine.
Yeah, in that industry too. And so I really was gravitated towards the misfits and the people who felt like they didn't belong. And if I could make people feel a little bit happier and better, that was what I wanted to do.
What was the play?
The Mousetrap, which to be fair, I didn't belong in that. It's a mystery, a murder mystery.
What was the role?
Any of them. Any of the 3 female roles.
Oh my goodness.
And I'm backstage doing like props. Oh my God, guys. I don't know if I should talk about this right now. I'm gonna, because I'm on it. Okay. All my friends were still in the show, and I was not. I was like props master. And there was a fake gun we had, but it looked very realistic. and I'm the props master, and I'm in charge of all of them. Lost the gun. Lost the gun in the school. My theater director was freaking the F out, because rightfully so. It's not loaded or anything, but it looks like a real gun.
Mm-hmm.
Luckily I found it. It was just in the props closet.
Oh my God.
For like an hour and a half, it was missing, and it was so scary as like a 15-year-old being like, oh my God, I'm never gonna be able to do anything ever again because of this.
Oh, stupid prop gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Anyways, special interest.
I love that you shared that. That was great. Oh.
You flip between social interest stuff. What do you mean, Samira? What does that mean?
Okay, I'm going to my variety of special. Right now it's cooking, right? But before that, it is the harder the task, the less I want to complete it all in one go. Legos, you can't complete it all in one go. Gundams, you need a full.
What are Gundams?
You build action figure.
Oh, okay. Is that something you've done?
Yes, it's like that's it's so fun, but it's so time consuming. And when you have ADHD and it's difficult to like pay attention to it or hyper focus on it, you need all day for it. But yeah, so I have a lot of different like physical things that I like to do, and then I don't know, I rotate between the two or the three or the four. But yeah, I don't know that I can say. That's why I was wondering like what you meant by like this idea that you had no special interest. Because like I feel like for a very long time I was like, oh, I'm not good at anything. Two, I don't.
See, it's a whole expert thing, right?
Yeah. It's the whole like I'm not good at this thing. I really like doing it. I'm not good at it. So how can I label this as like a hobby or an interest? You know. So there's that. Yeah, I don't know where else to go with this.
Well, I want to go off that. I think this feels like it's a connection in my head, but like talking about like the different special interests, like right now, and I'm in a point where like right now reading has been kind of difficult for me. And so now I'm like, okay, well, I want to do something else. And then that's where I get the feeling of like, well, I'm not good at anything else. There's nothing else I want to do. And then I just make myself even feel bad now for being like, great, it's just reading. Like, I don't know what else to do.
Totally. That is so relatable, Margaret. Like, unbelievably so relatable. Like, context has changed. The only thing that was helping me isn't helping me anymore. What do I do?
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that not?
You seem concerned.
Well, because I've just always known you as a reader, and now you're saying like it's been difficult. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, in the last few weeks, I guess. I mean, there are times here and there I feel like where I'm like, oh, I don't want to read, but then I open it and I'm good to go. But I don't know, like recently it's just been so up and down that it's like if I'm like normally I'll read when I'm anxious or when I'm just kind of blah, and it always works. But now I'm kind of hitting this like weird road where like if I'm anxious, I can't focus on it. Or if I'm too low, I feel so like fuzzy. And so I'm just like, oh,
I'm making theories right now.
I just had a theory that popped up in my mind.
Well, let's hear it.
Of just like, why do I need to be like, if reading is still good, it's almost like I need to be good at reading. Like, I'm like, well, I'm like, maybe I'm rereading the same sentences or I'm not fully understanding it. So I'm still looking at my special interest as like, well, you're not good enough to do it. That makes sense. So I'm normally a really fast reader.
Yeah, I'm just thinking about you transitioning into this new role of like leadership here and how much cognitive energy that's probably costing. And reading a book can be cognitive energy too. And I'm just like thinking that might be, I mean, I could be so wrong, but there might be something there.
But even if that is the case, right? If your theory is correct, but then what?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I've been
audiobooks.
Side note, audiobooks is not it for me. I don't know. Well, to be continued. It wasn't for me. Maybe I'll try it. Maybe I need something that just feels more like background noise right now. But
what if it's not reading at all? What if it's not books right now? What if it needs to be something else?
I know. That's where
What if your walks are a special interest?
They have been, but now I feel like my legs are so tired. I'm not gonna lie. I've been waking up like my legs feel like jello. Like I'm walking and I'm just like, I don't even want to walk anymore. But I do feel like I need to incorporate movement. So like I have been trying to like go back to my Pilates class, which I put a pause on for a while, but I think I need movement, but just the walking. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's been too much.
How do we feel about exercise being a special interest though? I have a hard time with the two, I guess, because it's just not fun. Like it's something you do it because you have to, not
I
because it's
think
fun.
it for me, when I took bar classes last summer, the first 3 classes I hated, but then I was so excited. I had so much fun, even though like I also hated it at the same time. Like there was this joy in it. I was like, how come everybody's going to do this? Like I got that high from it. It just took a little bit.
Oh my God, should we all go to a bar?
We could. Yes. I mean,
Report back.
I'm thinking about special interest and community and incorporating community into those, and how, I don't know. That's it. Period.
That is, you guys remember when, like, in TikTok and on, like, online, the whole third spaces thing was disappearing? Do you guys remember that?
Yes, like the workspaces where people.
So, like, school used to be a third space. Like a third space. No, not school. A third space would be, like, someone's house that you would go to after school to, like, all get together and hang out with your friends. And for a very long time, that had, like, disappeared because the internet became the third space. And people are trying to incorporate community back into their life.
Oh, okay.
In those ways of, like, you get really attached to different classes because then you build community and you build, like,
your body double
there. Yeah, and then it becomes, like, the third space because of the community.
I like that.
Like still doing it online, you're saying?
No.
Oh, the other
Doing
way.
it,
Got it.
like doing Pilates in person, doing bars.
Got it.
I mean, I think about like when I was really depressed, I started watching D&D games, Dimension 20, people just playing D&D, and I felt like I was with people. Like I felt like I was in the room with these people playing, and I don't know, it gave me a special interest even though I wasn't actually playing. I was like, holy moly, this is a world, this is where you can have community, and like I can share this interest with somebody now because I have it.
Yeah. Have you ever played D&D?
A little bit. Yeah, not enough. Me and my boyfriend want to get into a campaign together because we think it would be good for us. So that's something.
I have never played a single game, but like all my clients, a lot of people here talk about like how good it is.
Yeah, I mean it's drama therapy, so
It really is.
that's what I.
I mean, I've never played it, but I used to date someone who played it all the time, and I would hear what was going on.
Didn't he say like he wanted that space for him?
Yes. So like, there was like a few times where like, I would be over and like he would let me like he would play it in his bedroom, like on his desk, and I'd just be like hanging out on the bed, like doing whatever. And after like 2 times of him doing that, the third time I came over, he's like, Margaret, I need to talk to you about something. I'm like, uh-oh, okay, what's going on? He's like, I need my D&D time for me. I'm like, okay, like, why'd you have to start it off like that? I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, totally get it. I'm like, but of course the nosiness part of me, I'm like, oh, I'm just curious why. He's like, that is like he goes, not that you're not a safe space, but that's my time to like really just indulge in it and, you know, have that community. And he goes, I feel like, you know, when there's someone else there, like, even though I know you're not judging me, I know you're not, you know, doing whatever, it's like that pressure to perform. And he's like, I don't want to have that pressure to perform.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big one. Just to all across all the board, like pressure to perform.
I was just talking about flow state with my classmates yesterday. I'm still in school, y'all. And I was talking about the times that I feel the most flow state are when nobody's watching. And like I'm singing karaoke in my car. And yesterday I tried filming myself singing, but I started getting self-conscious because I'm like, oh, now there's like this extra dimension here and I can see myself. And like this, I was overthinking. I wasn't in that flow anymore. Yeah.
What was the extra dimension? Sorry.
The phone, like my
Oh, okay. Oh, you were okay.
Yeah.
I'm having another moment. I was just thinking, like, even the ability to, like, perform or whatever, like, not with reading, but, like, I don't know. I feel like I like to do, like, a lot of walks by myself. And, like, I don't really think no one, it's weird to be like, people are putting pressure on me for performing, but, like, even the pace I walk, which is something I've been noticing, like, my partner, Jeff, I love him. He always wants to go on walks with me, and I love walking with him, but, like, sometimes, like, I may walk really, really slow and just really take my time, or I'm pacing really fast, but he's a very fast walker. So, like, there's been times where like, I'm going for a walk, and he'll want to join, and he's just speeding.
Oh my God, my boyfriend too.
And I'm like, but then I'm like, well, why can't I just let him speed? But then I'm like, oh, here we go. Or it's the opposite where like, I'm so slow. He's like, come on, like you're taking forever. I'm like,
Okay, that's not okay.
right.
He can speed. I'm like, don't tell me how to go.
Even something just like walking. So I've been doing a lot of walks by myself. And like, I don't know, he was a little bit like, I don't know if like, not worried or concerned, but like, oh, like you don't want me to go? And I'm like, I just want to go at my own pace and not
Full
worry
circle.
about it. Right.
Yeah, there is something, because yes, community is great, but there is something very like spiritual almost about doing things alone for nobody but yourself, like making a loaf of bread for yourself. And you don't have to post a picture about it or anything. You're just doing it for you. And I felt that way playing D&D a few times I have. I know there were still people there, but like not, my girlfriend on the bed. Like, that kind of vibe. Yeah. When you really are just with yourself and just enjoying something.
Yeah.
What?
I got sidetracked because I was like, has she ever made a loaf of bread? And I got real envious. I was like, oh my God, I've never
You
made
know
bread.
what? Have I ever made bread? No, but I think about other people who have made bread and have celebrated that. So
It's so hard.
it is hard.
I wanted to ask, just because with bringing up the food, Samira, do you ever feel like different when like if you're making something for yourself versus with someone else?
You mean anxiety?
Yeah, that
Have I ever felt anxiety? With myself, I know no matter what, it's going to taste fine because it's like, just put spices in it, it'll be okay.
There you go.
But with someone else, it's like, did I put too much? Did I not put enough? I overcook chicken every single time.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Anybody who has tips and tricks on how to cook chicken that isn't just putting it in the Instant Pot, let us know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter because like I will overcook it, especially if I'm cooking it for someone else because I don't want to get the other person sick.
Yes.
I've noticed that when I overcook meats, and Jeff's like, it can be done. I'm like, it needs 20 more minutes. He's like, it's gonna be burned. I'm like, I can't.
Yeah.
Me and my boyfriend went to a fondue place once for our anniversary, forgetting that it's not just chocolate fondue, it's you have to make your own chicken too in the fondue. And so you have to like literally put it on sticks over the fire.
Oh, you have to make it too?
Yes. And they say like 4 to 6 minutes or whatever.
How?
Nerve-wracking, right? Horrible.
Yeah.
And both of us were like, we went out to dinner so someone else could cook us dinner. Not so we could just cook our dinner.
You're talking about Geisha Cafe?
Yes, Geisha Cafe.
That place is the worst place to go
Worse. It's so tiny.
for executive functioning and for like sensory. It's so much. It's beautiful.
Smallest bathrooms ever. You're sitting next to people so close to you. I am so glad you know what I'm talking about.
Can you fill me in? What is so awful about this?
Go ahead.
It's not. No. It's a beautiful place. Actually, it was ranked one of the most romantic places in Chicago. Like,
wow.
one of the most romantic.
Not to be both of it.
But yeah, it is like the definition of like visually loud. Like, there's so much going on. It's like a lot of tight spaces. There's so many colors. Again, beautiful.
You're sitting next to other people, basically, because the tables are so close because they're trying to get there,
And then while all of this is happening, you are also now worried about like undercooking food or overcooking.
Oh my God.
Or like not doing it right or,
And, sorry, Geisha Cafe, but
Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know.
When I was making my chocolate fondue, putting my strawberry in the chocolate, the alcohol taste of the chocolate because of like the burner or whatever, I could taste it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It was so long ago when I went, but
Well, I've always wanted to go to a fondue place, but now I don't know if I don't have to cook my own chicken. I thought it would be
Just don't order
already.
chicken.
I guess that's a good idea.
it is a really nice experience. I recommend you to go at least once just to go. It's expensive, so do it on your, on a special occasion, but just be prepared.
I get emails during my anniversary for like 50% off, so I'll give you the coupon.
Okay.
Yeah. It's I like fondue places. There's a lot going on in that one.
Have you heard of the melting pot? That's the one that's by
heard
me.
of it.
Oh, okay.
I've
That's
never
a
been
fondue
there.
place.
Is that one also visually loud?
I've never been there, and I'm a little nervous to go. I don't know though. I haven't been.
I wish I was prepped.
Me too. I think it would have been well, I mean, when I went, it was like a booth and no one was near me, so it was nicer. But...
No, mine was like winter time and like near Valentine's Day because that's kind of when our anniversary is.
Oh,
so
God.
yeah, what did I expect, huh?
That's rough. Don't go there during their busiest day.
I made a mistake, okay? I made a mistake.
Yeah.
Other thoughts about cooking?
I used to want to be a perfectionist at it. Like, I used to want to do it right every single time, even when I was cooking for myself. And when I let that shit go, that's when it became really fun. And that's when there's like this whole thing where you know how like with neurodiversity, you give yourself rules that are not real rules and I follow them. I for so long gave myself the rule of like, oh, no, you don't cook that. That's not for you. And now I'm like breaking those rules, which has been really fun. And I it's been terrible, but also like it's been really fun to actually try them. Because,
What were those things that you didn't let yourself cook?
let's see. Well, sourdough bread because it's so fucking hard. But that one is like I'm getting better and better at trying to like, make the starter, and other things are like salmon is one of them where like after talking to you, I'm like maybe I should just see how it works out if it, if it really is this as hard as I think it is, or I don't know, like different things that are macarons are like the worst. Like everyone says they're the hardest things to make. I still have them. I'm not a fan of them, but it's kind of like that where it's like everyone has put so much pressure on it. Don't do it.
You know, this makes me think. I like, if I see a recipe that I want to do and I'm like, oh my God, this is so cool, I dive in and sometimes I'm like, why did I effing do that? Like, I believed in myself too hard. That is, I tried making marshmallows and my own like s'more ingredients during the pandemic.
Oh,
Now my stand mixer is forever goopy with dried
What?
marshmallow because I don't know how to clean it off and I can't get the thing removed because it's stuck in there.
from the marshmallows?
From the marshmallows.
Oh, no.
They were delicious though. I did make them
Okay, so it's a
myself.
win.
It was a win, sure.
Cleanup nightmare.
Nightmare.
Oh my God.
When my boyfriend and I, during the pandemic as well, had a giant bag of oranges from Costco, and we were like, we're not gonna eat all these oranges. What can we do with them? Maybe we could make marmalade. Oh, but we don't have enough oranges to make marmalade, but we can buy more oranges to make marmalades and jams. And then we started a whole marmalade jam business during the pandemic
So impressive.
that we gave to like neighbors and put it on like the marketplace area
I love
thing
that.
and drop them off. But nightmare. Like it was such an investment. There was a jar shortage, so we had to like.
Oh my God.
You chose a bad
It was-
time to do that.
And so we were driving to every certain place that could maybe have glass jars that we could can them. We put them in the oven. The whole kitchen was filled with all of these pots and pans and different flavors. We were making custom like vegan butters and stuff and caramel sauces. Like it was wild. We commit.
I was gonna say I'm like jealous of that.
That's so impressive.
Envious of that.
But it becomes this like hyperfixation where it's like, "Oh, this is not sustainable." Like neither one of us want to do this as our career.
I don't know that you can do that in an apartment, right? Was it in your kitchen?
It was in our apartment, yeah.
Oh,
And he had a roommate.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it was crazy. We made vanilla.
okay. Wait, hold on. How do you make marmalade?
Oh, like you simmer down the fruits, and I don't even remember. Yeah, it's just a lot of putting fruit and sugar in a pan and mixing it for a really long ass time.
You make it sound so easy, and I know that it is
It
not.
wasn't. And honestly, he did more of the work than I did because it was at his apartment and I could leave.
Perfect. That's the way to do it.
Did you make your own labels? Did you like create them?
We didn't make our own labels. That's something middle school Olivia would have done. Middle school Olivia. She made her own, like, everyone made mixtapes back in the day, but I would make like the CD covers.
Yeah.
Or like you would print out the pictures to go with the CD.
Oh, that's so
yeah,
cute.
yeah.
You gotta bring that back.
We do.
LimeWire, burning.
LimeWire.
Just kidding.
I loved LimeWire.
That's great.
What time are we at? I don't even know. We should wrap up.
Oh, it was so nice to be with you guys here today.
Yeah, this is an abrupt ending, but that's okay.
Yes. I think I will be better next time. I'm really awkward.
I think I did better than I thought, but I will try to be better next time.
You did.
I'm fearful that I tried to take the reins too much. Wow.
Oh,
I
so
love-
welcome.
I love checking out with you guys. This was so much fun. Feel free to send us messages, thoughts, comments.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Maybe talk about a food or a book or an outfit that you really love about yourself or your special interest. Everything's welcome because nothing is real.
Yep. Recipes on marmalade. Please bring it back.
I am not bringing that back. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.